Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every ninja suit from worst to best. This will only be the main ninja suits we see in the show, so suits such as the NRG, Airjitsu, and Ninjago movie suits will not be included on this list. Of course, this is all just my opinion, so feel free to leave your rankings in the comments. With all this out of the way, let's get started. Coming in at the bottom of my list, we do have the Techno Robes. Now the reason these are sitting at this spot on my list is mainly due to the fact that they don't have any leg printing, which I find to be really strange looking in these suits, and it just feels like something is missing with them. I also find Jay's and Cole's to be way too similar for my liking. On the other hand, I do think the prints on the torso look really cool. For Kai you have some very detailed flames, Zane has some sort of ice energy power, Jay has some sparks of electricity coming off to the sides, and Cole and Lloyd look really awesome with their design too. And I think this just all looks very cool. I do also like what they did for the masks this time around, using just a half mask piece and the ninja's hair pieces included in the sets for the first time, which was definitely an amazing thing to have for many fans. Next up we have the ZX ninja suits, primarily used in one half of Season 1 and one half of Season 2. Now, just like the last spot on this list, these suits did actually have a purpose other than just marketing reasons, and this was to defend against different serpentine bites, which was really quite awesome actually, and a very good idea for the show. So these suits do definitely have one of the best mask pieces in my opinion. Something about them just looks really cool to me personally, and having the silver or gold on the top of the hood made them look really awesome. Now coming on to the parts I don't like about these suits is just how plain they feel, and I do personally find them to be just a little too plain. Sure, they have some unique and interesting designs, but it just doesn't feel like there is quite enough going on with them for my liking. Next up, I did actually decide to put the Honor Robes in this spot, otherwise known as the Day of the Departed suits. First off, I really love how they were basically a callback to some older suits from the show, with the golden badge design for each ninja from the pilot suits, but also some of the more interesting rope designs from the ZX suits. They also featured the one-sided shoulder piece from Skybound, and the ninja mask from Possession, or Season 5. So yeah, the main thing I loved about these suits was just how they paid tribute to older Ninjago seasons, and I really enjoyed that quite a little bit. Overall, pretty interesting suits, but definitely some superior ones coming up on my list. Next, we do actually have the Legacy suits, also used in Season 10. Once again, these suits were actually really awesome, and did come with an awesome looking ninja mask piece. I found these suits to be really simple, but I actually did enjoy that about them. Each ninja had some of their elemental dragons showing on the suit, and I did really like that. Although, each having the same general idea for each ninja robe, they were all unique enough for me, and I just did really like these suits. Moving on to the really good section of my list, we do now have the Sons of Garmadon robes from Season 8. Each suit was completely different and totally unique for each of the ninja, and I loved that. The attention to detail on these suits was just crazy too, having so many small intricate patterns for each of the ninja, and I just loved that. There's just so many different designs on each ninja suit, and yeah, they just looked awesome. One thing bringing them down for me was the movie mask, which I hate personally. I guess it worked out well for these suits, but something about those masks I do just hate with a passion. Speaking of Season 8 suits, we now have the Season 9 suits, basically the same suits, just completely battle damaged. These suits looked so awesome to me personally, and I love how each suit has something a little different going on, basically showing any random bit of scrap they could find in the first realm and stringing it together on their suits. Apart from Cole's was just a little ripped with no additional armour. Lloyd and Nia on the other hand had very different suits for this season, and I've got to say, Lloyd's suit this time around just looked crazy awesome to me. Next on my list we have the Zukin, or jungle suits from Season 4. I've got to say that these suits were just fantastic in their design, and they definitely did a good job of designing some kind of jungle survival suits for each of the ninja. It just worked out really well. The brown straps shown on each ninja displaying their elemental symbol just looked awesome too. They did also have some epic little small details in the suits, such as little knives and other weapons looking completely different from one another. I also like how the suits looked with their symbols on the actual hood piece this time around. It just added to the whole amazing and jungle kind of feel these suits had to me personally. So next we do have the Season 11 suits. These suits are one of the best things to even come out of Season 11 to me personally. Once again, they were kind of going for that explorer vibe with these, and they did a great job of doing that. Each ninja had something very interesting and cool going on with the suits, and they did all stand out to me. Once all united, these suits, they just looked phenomenal in my opinion. Coming up next, we do actually have the Skybound suits from Season 6. Now these suits were just fabulous in my own opinion. This time we actually got black as kind of the main colour for these suits, with the ninja's elemental colour coming together with the black for a really awesome design. I did really love the ninja suits being basically the same in terms of another design, just with some small added details which made the suits very unique to one another. They all had this epic looking spinjitzu design, each with the face of their elemental symbol above. Having the one-sided shoulder armour for these suits went so nicely with the suits themselves, and with all this being put together, you get some absolutely wonderful ninja suit designs. Next up we have the Deepstone suits from Season 5 of Ninjago, titled Possession. Once again, going back to the story kind of protection thing they went for here, these suits actually prevented the ninja from getting possessed by ghosts, which I found to be really awesome. These suits were actually the first to incorporate the mainly black colour scheme on the suits, and it was a great move for the show, and it did an awesome job of making the suits look kind of more creepy compared to the others in a way. So yeah, I just thought it looked really cool, and all of their suits, and the contrast between black and the ninja's original colour scheme was just amazing. Next on my list, we do actually have the OG pilot suits for the ninja, and these look absolutely phenomenal to me personally. They are extremely plain and don't have much going on, but I find that it really does work well with the overall design of these suits. Each ninja, of course, has the colour of their element, with a rope displaying their elemental symbol, and it just looks awesome. I also did really like the extremely OG ninja wrap piece used for these suits, and overall it was a phenomenal way to start the whole Ninjago franchise. Entering the top 3, we do actually have the Digi Suits from Season 12, of course being the latest season of the show, as of the time of me actually recording this video. Now I do see quite a few people not really liking these suits in general, but I do find them to be severely underrated. They each have an awesome print with the whole futuristic vibe going on. As for the ninja wraps, well, that's the best part for me. They basically have this futuristic VR headset aesthetic to them, and it works really well with the season's whole theme, and in general. One problem I have is just how similar Jay and Kai's look to each other, but that's just a minor issue. Once all these minifigures are stood next to each other, they just get even better and look absolutely amazing. At number 2, we do surprisingly have the fusion armour from Season 7 of Ninjago, and I do love the whole samurai theme of these suits, and it works really well in my opinion. It did also really fit the season well with the whole vermilion snake samurai thing going on. These suits are probably some of the most interesting to look at out of every suit, as they have so much unique elements to them, and they kind of overdid the intricate design of these suits. But that is exactly what I love about these suits. Each ninja has something completely different going on, and I personally just love that. For number 1, I'm sure you all saw this one coming. We do indeed have the elemental kimono suits from the second half of Season 2. Now I absolutely love the look of these. In a way, these suits are kind of formal and do look a little royal in a way. They all go beautifully together, and they are just really, really cool. I love how each suit has the kind of strap going down the torso displaying their individual symbols, at the same time in the Y shape going down. Again, you actually have the base colour of black on these suits, and it just makes the elemental colour stand out even more, especially with the more brighter colour in there as well. The shoulder armour also goes really well with these suits, in all honesty. So with that, we have reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash the subscribe button, as I am trying to reach 100 subscribers by the summertime. Please also like this video and leave a comment down below. With this being said, I will see you all in the next one.